Be kind and respectful to everyone when participating, and most of all, have a good time. Real estate investing can be your biggest asset. It also can be your most expensive asset when it comes to getting it right or getting it wrong, folks. It can be time-consuming, stressful, and that's why here at Positive, we have what's called a 6-star team, a full-service team that provides integrated wealth and property investing solutions and services simply designed to help you progress towards your goal of passive income through your property portfolio, folks. Make sure you check out our other podcasts on the Positive Mentor Network. Not only is there Wealth Coffee Chats, there's the Urban Property Investor. Drops every Wednesday with straight talking investing strategies and lessons with Sam Saggers. Property Investor Tales. This is where our clients, you guys, share real life stories from property investing, hosted by some of our advisors and strategists. And that's done every fortnight, dropping every Monday. Wealth, Wine and Wisdom, folks, that debriefs the week that was in the world of finance and property, hosted by yours truly, Jason Witten and Andy Fenton on Fridays. Hey, good morning, folks.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Wealth Coffee Chat.
Hope you're well, folks, wherever you are.
There it is, team. Morning. Morning, wherever you're tuning in from today.
Early bird gets the worm, they say. Here at Positive, we offer a 6-star team. It's a team that help you at every stage of your wealth creation journey.
General advice disclaimer. The information provided and made available through this podcast does not constitute financial advice. The information is of a general nature only and does not take into account your individual objectives, a financial situation, or needs. It should not be used, relied upon, or treated as a substitute for specific professional advice. We recommend that you obtain your own independent professional advice before making any decision in relation to your particular requirements or circumstances. Positive Tax Solutions and its representatives do not warrant the accuracy, completeness, or currency of the information provided on and made available through this podcast.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to another Wealth Coffee Chat. Happy new financial year to everyone. Wish I could say I was a little bit dusty from celebrating the year that was, but unfortunately it's from a toddler that had his party on. So there you go. Now, 2025 was a big year, a quick year too. If anyone else thought it went quick, let us know. But I'm tipping 2026 will be one to remember as well. We've seen the Labor government lock in a clear majority. So they've got the numbers, the control, and the confidence, I guess, to do something that politicians rarely do, and that's actually to follow through. And it looks like they're going to follow through on some tax reform. So if you're a business owner, property investor, or just trying to build wealth, make no mistake, you are absolutely on the radar. And I don't mean ATO audit on the radar. I mean structural change is coming. So super, trusts, company loans, negative gearing, the tools we've used for years are under review. And in some cases, we've already seen with super already changing that it's happening. So this isn't just a chat for an FY26 update. It's a bit more of a wake-up call because I guess the truth of the matter is the Australian tax system doesn't reward success. It taxes it. And if you don't understand the rules, or worse, rely on them staying the same, you're going to get blindsided sooner or later. But the good news is if you play smart, there's still plenty of room to grow wealth, reduce your tax, and protect the wealth that you do build. So today we're unpacking why I guess the system is stacked against you and what smart tax planning really looks like for this coming financial year, and how to build something that won't fall apart with the next policy change. So I guess first up, I'd like to just go through our existing tax rate. So for 2026, the personal tax brackets remain unchanged from 2025. So if you're not sure or forget what they were, so 0 to 18,200 is 0%. We've then got from the 18,200 to 45,000 is 16%. 45K to 135K is 30%. And 135 to 190 is 37%. And then we have anything up and above over 190 is at 45%. So add on to that the 2% Medicare levy. So once you cross 190K, you're losing 47 cents on every additional dollar above that. So almost half your income above that going to tax. Because once you start succeeding, the tax doesn't stop at income. I guess if we have a look at some of the other things you're up against, as an individual anyway, you've got your income tax, the Medicare levy surcharge if you don't have private health. We've got Div 293 tax, so extra 15% on your super contributions if your adjusted income, so not just your taxable income, but if your adjusted income's over 250K. We've got installments if you've got more than just PAYG withheld salaries, HEX payments, FBT if you're using company assets personally as well. And as a business owner, we've got our company tax, so that's 25% or 30%, depending on what type of company it is. GST, so on our turnover. Payroll tax for those who are doing well and employing people over the different state thresholds. And then we've got our super guarantee, so that's now gone to 12%. So everyone's got all our employees got a bit of a pay rise, I guess. Well, I guess they probably don't see it that way. ASIC fees going up. We've got work cover always increasing and our insurance levies going up. FBT on staff benefits. And then as a property investor, we've got capital gains tax, stamp duty, land tax, limited deductions under, I guess, what is increasing scrutiny, and repairs versus improvements that are constantly being challenged by the ATO as well. And for those with super, we've got 15% on earnings in accumulation phase, 0% in pension phase. So for those with balances under 2 mil. And then we've got the new, in effect, 30% tax on earnings over $3 million balances. So that's even on unrealized gains. So that's a pretty big change. Now, how does Australia compare, I guess, to the rest of the world? So we have one of the highest and fastest to apply top marginal rates actually in the world. So for the UK, for example, their top rate's 45, but that doesn't start until 283K. The US, that's 37%. So that's their federal one. They do have some other state ones depending on where you live, but that doesn't kick in until 915,000. Canada's 50%, but that doesn't hit until 250. And then Singapore, 24%, but that's over $1 million. So you can see we get hit pretty hard and early as well compared to everyone else. Now, there are three core levers, tax levers, or three legs of the stool, I guess you could say. So you've got yourself personally, your structures, and your super. So you as the individual, we want to try and maximize your deductions and use your tax brackets that we just went through wisely, and contribute to super within the caps as well. Using your structures, so that's capping your overall tax rate, so potentially using companies and trusts, so trusts for income streaming, companies for income retention, and we've got bucket companies and Division 7A strategies that we can utilize to do that. And then within your super, the 15% in accumulation, 0 in pension phase under 2 mil, and then now we've got, as I said, the 30% on over 3 million. So now don't get me wrong, reforms aren't just coming, they are already here. So we've got that new super tax. We've got the Section 100A trust enforcement, which is ongoing. So expecting the ATO to go even harder on this. So this is really, I guess, limiting what you can do with distributing trust income out to beneficiaries. Expecting that Division 7A reforms will come into place. So that potentially is sort of like a 10-year blanket term, higher interest rates, and treatment of unpaid present entitlements under Div 7A as well. We've got the CGT discount potentially under review. Negative gearing could be next, but I guess let's be clear, Labor haven't ruled anything out. So nothing's off the table, not changes to the CGT discount, not tightening negative gearing, not further tax on super, nothing's out, and it's all in apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. But this government does have the numbers, and it appears the political capital that they're willing to use both to get some of this stuff done. So let's not kid ourselves. We're not expecting the rules to get simpler. I mean, every year the complexity goes up. Somewhat of the loopholes shrink, the burden shifts. And the ATO are getting definitely more power each year. more data and more budget, as we've seen. So, which I guess brings me into our role in all of this as the accountant, because yes, the tax system is frustrating. It feels like the more you do, the more they take. But that's exactly kind of why we exist. So our job isn't just to lodge your return, it's to navigate this mess that they've made, and to interpret it, to run the simulations, and to test the structures. So we're really building the path through this complexity to keep you as much as possible legally and strategically on the right track. So that's the game. So you've got two choices, I guess. Keep doing what you're doing and pay the price. The ATO is going to win that one, or play to win. And that's by using all three of the levers, making sure that you're updating your structures. So making sure all your trustees and everything are up to date to, I guess, to deal with any reform that does happen. Plan ahead and get serious about your strategy. So hopefully we can make 26 a year to take control of your tax and your structures and your financial and tax future. That's it for me, everyone. We'll catch you all again next time. Thank you.
Thanks for watching another episode of Wealth Coffee Chat, folks. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a thing when we go live. Improve your portfolio and investing game, folks, with Wealth Coffee Chats live every morning at 8:10 each weekday. Make sure you join us. Previous episodes are also available wherever you get your podcasts, folks, as well as our other podcasts from the 6-Star team here at positivementor.com.au.